Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. As for current time of basically 3:28 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum currently $1,992, up about 4.22% so far. Respect over crypto market, we have been seeing a struggle throughout the day, attempting to not break down to the next level, which is technically for Ethereum specifically 1860. So we've been just kind of hovering, levitating, struggling, frankly. And the weakness is really cultivated from two main major factors that I've identified this week so far, right? The week is not completely done yet. We still have about 36 hours away from the weekend coming. But we have, basically gone over two major hurdles this week. One is with respect to the Jerome Powell speech hosted by the Wall Street Journals, right? And the outcome of the speech, or the synopsis of the speech, was non-confirmatory. There was nothing tactical or, I guess in a way strategic at all with respect to the verbiage that we heard from Jerome Powell. It seems like we are still going to be doing what we have been doing for the last couple of months so far. We'll see how it goes, right? Reactionary type of tactics, contingent on the inflationary pressure, contingent on the job numbers. So I guess we've been taking a more of a reactionary, reactive approach rather than actually being productive and proactively trying to hedge against the inflationary pressure and obviously for the job numbers. So I don't really know what to say, but you could say that there's some questionable management that's going on. There's a lack of thoughtfulness with respect to the strategic initiatives that we've been doing so far, and the way of in terms of like in a company or in a country, technically, if you think about that, is kind of like institutional infrastructure, but in a countrywide perspective, managing a sizable balance sheet, which is basically all our capital, our money, our life savings, our livelihoods, in a very reactionary way, doesn't really convey a lot of optimism or confidence in the outlook of this company, aka United States, right? But it's a struggling one, right? And with this seismic effect being relatively reactionary rather than actually taking a proactive approach on, at least try to do something ahead of it happening, drive the negativity among the market. And when you do that, institutional buying activity goes down, with respect to retail investors will also be holding their bags, but also at the same time being, more vulnerable in terms of losing their money because, the whales are still in the, upper echelon of their advantage ecosystem, right? So it's seems like a downward spiral at the moment. Doesn't convey a lot of confidence, which, it is what it is. And then the second factor is something we have already collectively seen, is the earnings report from Home Depot, from Target, from Walmart, right? 2 out of 3 was quite negative, right? 2 out of the companies, I think Home Depot was the one that actually hit out of the park by exceeding Wall Street expectation, but also adjust their guidance upward. But on the other side of the spectrum, like Target and Walmart's both dipped by close to 20% or 21%, if I'm not mistaken, which is a historical sell-off for those two, highly respectable consumer or CPG companies, if you may, right? So let's just dive into technical, see what the hell is happening right now with respect to recording time of basically 30 minutes away from market closing. We are at the $2,000 mark at the moment, right? We are not there completely, right? We're not even at the 2,000. We're like $10 below it. So if you're gonna be below it, we could get that benefit doubts that we will have a high propensity to go back down lower to the 1860, which is technically the next level. In terms of our side, we are the 34 out of 70 right now, and also on the MACD, we are slowly, fusing together, closing in. But tomorrow is a Friday, so we'll see how that goes, right? Today's a green day, and typically, if you see a green day on Thursday, Friday should technically be a red day, especially being combined with the weekend affectation. People don't want to hold their breath before the next weekend. So I don't know how that will go, but we'll see how the momentum looks like so far. But in terms of buying, is it a good risk level? I think the reward ratio is relatively good in comparisons to the risk tolerance going forward. We've sold down for such a long time now. We're down basically 70% from all time. So in terms of incurring risk, I would rather be buying at this level and holding for long term than buying at the much higher level that we were at, months and weeks ago, right? And respect to Bitcoin is also at the 30,000, right? We have a high propensity to go back down to the 28,500 and then subsequent to the 25,500. We also have the similar affectation, right? We're about to cross up, so it seems like there's about to be a cross section for Bitcoin. So reaching back up in the next 24 hours, possibly back up to 30,000 and then hovering around 31,000 all the way to 32,500 can be possible. But if we get negativity coming up in the foreseeable 36 hours and all the way until the weekend, Sunday is kind of a wild card. Sometimes it could the way I typically have seen it historically, Sundays have been red days so far because of the international side of the house. So we'll see how that goes, right? And those are the respective levels we have to look out for. Ethereum Classic is $20 at the moment, about 4%, anywhere from current level down to 1850 is logical. Respect to Dogecoin, about 3.17%, any from current level all the way down to the 7 cents is logical DCA from here. Cardano is about 4.25%, any from current level of 52, all the way to the next flat number, 45, and then 40 respectively is logical DCA. Solana up about 0.5%. We are lingering at the 50, right? The next level up is 71. The next level down is 37 or 38 if you want round it up. It looks relatively bullish right now for Solana. It's about to cross up. At the same time, we are slowly showing some signs of consolidation. So doesn't look terrible to me. In respect to XRP, flat as well, anywhere from current level down to the 37, 35, all the way to basically 30 will be the respectable flat numbers to DCA going forward. Polkadot's $10 at the moment, anywhere from basically $10 all the way to $8.50 from here would be logical DCA. Algorand's up down about 5%, right now at 43, so all the flat numbers, right? 45, 40, 35 respectively. And in respect to Shiba Inu, up about 2.5% at the 1,176. Anywhere from basically current level down to the 900, respectively, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because like 2,100 was the first level, 1,400 was the next level that we cracked. That's what we see this like green candle here. And then the subsequent level that will ideally go down to will be 900. So which is something we got to closely before. MATIC's about 3%, 64 right now, anywhere from 64 to 55, and then 50 respectively, other levels. And then AVAX lastly, we're at the $30 right now, $30 all the way down to 22 would be a logical DCA from here. Okay, so it seems like we are slowly sliding, but not in like mega avalanche type of slide off, but more like a quicksand type of slide off. So to not die from quicksand is to not struggle or freak out. I don't know why I'm saying this right now, but it's true, right? I think it's be cool and calm and collected. Do not freak out. Allow for the long-term fundamental to take over. And if you believe in the assets that you're investing in, right, Ethereum specifically, or Bitcoin, or some other altcoin that you have strong conviction for the long-term value proposition, you'll be just fine. So appreciate you. Have a good rest of the Thursday, and I'll check out on the next one. Take care. Bye.